Good morning. All right. How are we doing? It is Wednesday at 9 in the morning. Excuse the cords reaching across the screen. I'll remove those in a second. I just woke up with my phone at 0% charge and then panicked because I thought that I had overslept stream. But I wake up early, so it's not really a problem, and I hadn't, but like, you know what I mean. I was panicked because of it. Oh, right. Yes, I could see myself. That's where my mouse is going to have to stay, but we're just going to remove the charging cord and slide my keyboard out of the way. That should be out. Kind of got a skewed work area because I can't position my camera any more centrally at the moment. I can go a little further in so it's not fully visible. But yeah. So we've got 2 Brickheadz sets. I need to actually be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, wow, that glare is really bad at that angle. Okay. It's fine. It's because my actual lamp is like so close right above me. So we've got that way Buggy the Clown, obviously from the One Piece live action, and Luffy. And in my heart of hearts, I want to start with Buggy, but I think we're going to start with Luffy this morning. Vorn was kind enough to get these for me because they are actually being retired from the Lego store. That is not the case for the rest of the One Piece live action sets. It's just the Brickheadz, which were released separately. So if you're looking for the Going Merry or the Baratier or Arlong Park or any of the bigger sets, don't worry, those are still around. It's just these little Brickheadz. So I've never built a Lego before. I don't know what this is how long this is gonna... You know what? I needed a knife. That's just gonna sit here for a second. While I go find my nearest X-Acto blade. Because I didn't think about this before stream, and I should have. I thought I had one in my little random stuff storage space, you know? I really did. No, it's not very interesting for you seeing me rifle through my extra storage space bin. My keepsake keys. Okay. Maybe I don't have one in there. I could have sworn I did. That's a little annoying. Huh. I wouldn't have thought they would because they seem so, like, accessible. I mean, I say that because I've had some thoughts before on, like, Lego pricing. Sorry, that's my arm. I found my little X-Acto knife. Okay, there we go. Always keep an X-Acto knife with you, kids. Yeah, it seems like a very accessible medium. It's kind of like the Funko Pop of Legos, and Funko Pop never retires their shit. So I would think that they would keep it more active for longer, give more people the chance to get it. I think that's my base. Oh, thank God, this looks relatively simple. There's so many small pieces. Oh, no. Oh, why'd they fold the book over? Okay. Alright, let's see. There we go. Okay, so we have a book. And that's what we have our little phone stand for. The phone stand will be perfect for holding up the book for me. These bags are not labeled. I think I'm just going to have to guess which one's which if they're not clearly specified. Okay, maybe go for one that has the piece that I'm looking for. I think it's this one. I think this one, I think I need this, like, this black 4-piece. That looks... Yeah, because I think that that's the only bag that has those specific pieces. Or does it not matter? Because I feel like I need this red piece. Is there like a page that tells me which bag is... Oh, no, it just tells me what the pieces are. And what my final build should be. That's not... Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. No. I'm maybe a little dumb. I think. No. No, I'm correct here. They do not care which bag is which. Okay. Alright. So for some reason, I thought that, I guess because Vorn was doing something much bigger, these do not, yeah, it just wants me to dump everything out. Okay. Alright, we're gonna use my mouse space to hold it. That way I can kind of like see it, and so can you. There's the first set. Put the bags back in here. Okay. I'm gonna try not to dump anything. This is obviously the best possible way to do this, is to just dump them all out in a pile. And then hope. You know? Maybe I start a new little pile right up here. That's kind of off camera for you guys, but it's just gonna have to be, so I've got some space. Okay. Alright. I think I'm starting with these pieces. Oh, not that one. Yeah. Looking for the specific blue stuff. I can already see the printed pieces, which is cool. Alright, so in theory, I'd take one of these and put it here. Alright, now that I've gotten... Oh... If that was wrong, we're going to have a hell of a time getting this apart, because I don't think I can. We're going to be very certain that we're doing exactly what we need to be doing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're getting into a groove here. Lego is interesting. I kind of don't love their pricing these days. Okay. So you need to go... Ooh, wow. Alright. Okay. He's so small. Sometimes I forget that Lego is like actively quite small in scale. And I'm just not used to it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you have our first printed piece, which is Luffy's shirt. And that's gonna go right here. So we have, oh yeah, we have his torso basically. Okay, all right, now we need one of these. No, we don't. We need the ones that there. We need those. And this. And there should be two small. There's probably more than two, but skin color-ish. Are we matching that as skin color? That doesn't seem like skin color to me. But neither does this. I guess it's skin color if it's the same color as like the pieces that have like the scar and stuff on it, right? Like that logically makes sense. And there's a scar on this piece and that's the same color as this. So I'm presuming that this is our skin color match. And I mean, it's not that far off a genuine skin color. Okay. So we're going to make that assumption. Yeah. I wish this had been in dedicated bags and not just dump them all out. That would have been nice. Okay. Alright, I need these. I have a couple of these. Yeah. I'm gonna do them like this. Okay. Could be building it like this. Alright. Okay. Blue. Green. Pink. These ones, they were nice enough to color code, so it was easy for me to find. Need more of that. So, alright. I'm just gonna add this first because it's really annoying to get on. And then it'll go right in there. Fun new... Oh, there we go. Okay. It's so deep in there I couldn't get it. Okay. Alright. The head... Oh, okay. Absolutely fascinating. Like, I am really fascinated by what they're having me do for this build. Oh, is that what that is? Oh! Okay, I had no clue. Literally zero clue. You know what? I think this brickhead is going to be a lot smaller than I assumed it was going to be. Like, dang. Okay. Alright. The one gray piece that I had over here. Oh, Okay. Alright. We're going to turn to the bottom. And put this right in the middle. Okay. Alright. Now. So presumably, it's going to be a layer, and where's my, oh yeah, those icky, okay. Oh, that's the sandal color. Okay, so sandals at the bottom. Yeah, sandals at the bottom. And the blue at the top. Oh, his little feet are really cute. I just pinched my skin super fucking hard, but because they're Legos, it didn't really affect it. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, I guess it doesn't really matter what direction these go in because they're exactly the same on both sides. Okay, alright, we have our legs. We have our little legs. Oh, we're doing the arms. Oh, there's a lot of pieces that go to the arms. Okay. I think they're all of these pieces, or at least some of them. Alright, let's see what we need. We'll pull out all the right colored pieces, and then we'll just see what we need out of them. That's his eye bar. I know that for a fact. And there's a scar, so. Alright. So I need one of each of these for the arms. I will need a flat. Like a completely flat. Okay, and then a second one of these. And then, oh, the little hand piece. Okay. I think I see what's happening. So it's going to be like this. I see why they did it one at a time. I see why they did it one at a time. That makes a lot of sense. Not me trying to do it like two at a time. Okay, this is an arm. This is what they're calling an arm. Okay. Alright. And then that's gonna go right there. An arm. Oh, these are really hard to work with. The flat pieces are the worst. I know it's for the effect, but I don't like them. Okay. Arm number 2. Aha! We have 2 arms. Okay, so the lowest facial one gets a face and then the scar. Okay. And then we get the eyes. I know this one's for the eyes because it's got 2 little ones and we have... Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, Yep, okay. We're just gonna hope I can get these on in the same angles. Oh! We have a little face. Yeah, gents. My camera was gifted back to me by Vord now that he's done a stream. So we got most of Luffy so far. You're just, oh my god. The amount of pieces I have left has me concerned. Because there's a lot of pieces left. Jesus. Oh, no. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, it's his hair. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. This one goes here. It's his ear. I'm gonna try to just do things on both sides like this so I don't forget. Okay. So his ear is coming forward from there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the direction it's going. That's the way it's going in now. We're not fixing it now. Okay. Alright, so these guys need to go on the bottoms right here. Yeah. The answer is it's gonna be a lot, actually. Way more than I thought. I really thought that the body was gonna be the hardest part of all of this. Also, I have this piece and I haven't used it yet, and this is a skin color piece, and I'm a little concerned about that. So we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Okay. Alright. So you got the beginnings of his hair. Now... Okay, you want these first two pieces in a down-facing orientation. Oh, Jesus. I need to make really sure not to sing while I'm doing this. I do have music on in the background that you guys can't hear because it's not royalty-free at all. Okay. So I should have some odd-shaped pieces for hair. Presumably. Oh, I've got a lot of these. Oh, dear. Oh. Okay. So he needs a little bit of black hair right here behind his ears. And on that, we need to put one of the bumps here. Okay. Oh. His hair is gonna kill me. That's what's actually gonna do me in. Okay. Alright, let's maybe put the wedge pieces on before we attempt to cram this onto his head, because I think that would be smart. Because otherwise I am not going to be able to get these to go in once they're already on his head. They're hard enough to get to go on as it is, let alone... Oh, no. I am not missing. I'm not missing a piece already. What the hell? Did it get put into... No. No. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I really thought I was missing a piece already. I was about to riot here, you know? Okay, well, they're a little disoriented, but I actually can't fix that right now. Okay. Oh, now I get to do it again. Okay, this time they want a bump piece, and oh, we got a forward. There's nowhere for that to... Oh. That's gonna have something to grab. Alright. So maybe I don't do the second one yet? Because I'm assuming this is gonna grab in this slot onto, like, the hat piece or something? Because it has a brick grab. Okay. We're gonna not... Because I don't want to fuck that up by accidentally doing both and then having to take something off. Then it's going to tell me it was actually different on both sides. Oh, God. What the hell? Excuse me? Oh, are they facing up when they go on? Excuse me? What? I am having an event. Okay, we're gonna put these two on like this, or we're gonna orient them like that. It's gonna be one and then the other. Okay. Okay. This is awful. Like, full disclosure. Oh my God, this hair is gonna do me in. Like, actually. Also, the fact that it's not perfectly symmetrical is not helping. Oh, that's not the right one. There. Come here. Like, it's the same thing happening on two pieces, but it's not symmetrical, and that bothers me. Because look at this. Now we've got the hairs. Okay, well. Oh, that's really hard to... Here we go. Okay. Alright. Mister, you had better tell me we're doing exactly the same thing on the other side. Or I will riot. Okay, so you do want me to... Aha! No. They don't want it to be exactly the same. Okay, this is correct. This front piece, they want it to be... Do I still have a... Oh my God, it's not symmetrical! Oh no. Oh. It's not symmetrical. Oh, I wish they'd done this first. Okay, hold on. Now I have to go back and fix the other piece. Because they were not clear on how that was going to look in the final. Okay. It also doesn't tell me how many pieces are making up any given bit. Which is super fun, as you can see. Like, obviously, it's doing wonders for my fucking psyche. Okay. Okay. Now you're gonna tell me. Oh, thank God, this piece is correct. Alright. Now, I I do still have a bunch of extra hair pieces, but I'm presuming that those are going to go on somewhere else. Yeah. So we got a little dude. Okay. Now we're working on the hat. Alright. So I need you. And you. Okay, it looks like I'm doing it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And I immediately do it wrong. Okay. I feel like I didn't need to really check that this is what we were doing with this, but I felt... Yes. Yes, Zero Herrera. We are Death the Kid. We will be here until it is symmetrical. I feel like I didn't need to check to see that that was how we connected it, but at this point, I feel the need. Okay. Alright. Wait. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, it's going in here like this. Okay. And then on the front, well, we're gonna... It's gonna start bothering you in a second, too, when I get these damn bangs done. Because why are we... Why are we doing this to my Sekhie? Oh my god. Also, respectfully, this is not fun. No, it's a lot of fun, but these pieces are going to kill me. I am terrified of Buggy's hair now. I am terrified of Buggy's hair at this point. No, 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 no. It goes this way. It goes this way. Okay. All right. Okay. So you, ooh. Okay, so you're putting it on one of these sides where it's like straight. And we're connecting it separately? Yes? Yes, we're connecting it separately. And then we're gonna attempt. See, this is what I mean. They had us put in those other two pieces, and now it's really hard to get it to... Okay. Okay, we have a face. We have a Luffy. With hair. Honestly, miracle. We have a Luffy with hair. That's a miracle. He's actually really cute at this point. So that means that the rest of the pieces are hat pieces. And I have a lot of pieces left. I'm gonna move them to a pile here so that I can kind of see them better. Hopefully without dumping anything anywhere. Oh look, there's a second square piece. Should I be concerned about? Okay, buddy, stay. Okay. All right. I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers. Okay, so we do this, and then... Alright, to the side of those, we get these long yellow bits. I do appreciate the amount of these that are just covering up the little like Lego connective bits, because otherwise that would be a little annoying to see quite so many. Oh my god. And when those 3 episodes come out, that is when I will watch it. I do not do well with waiting week to week. Okay. These corner pieces are gonna kill me. I just got my acrylics redone for work purposes, so I have like nice looking nails I don't have to worry about for the next like 3 to 4 weeks. And it is making this 6 times harder than it would have been with short, nubby nails. Okay. So we get the base of the hat done. Now we build up around, because we need a place to put other stuff. Alright, I'm gonna pre-build this little chunk. Yeah, they'll probably watch it. Oh, I have to wait for Knick-Knack to watch it. So we might end watching it in January. I'm gonna make my life easier. Just do that like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yay! Alright. Even I could tell you what the next step is. We're adding the red band! Thank God Luffy is such a simple character. If this was any more complex, I would be up a fucking wall. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, no, we put his brain in earlier, Zerher. There's actually a little pink block that we put in inside of his head. Okay. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta build the dome of the hat. Nice that it's like domed and everything, because honestly they could have left it there and I wouldn't have even complained. Here's the thing, I haven't done Lego in so long that I kind of have like, am I supposed to have extra pieces? I don't want to think about it right now. Like I have such a like old perspective of Lego that like, oh, so this is it. Oh, okay. So this is part of the base. All right. But do I just have extra pieces then? I think I do. Am I supposed to have extra pieces? Oh, thank God. I really thought I had done something wrong, you know, like in IKEA. Is that an eye? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's how I know that it wasn't me. They gave me an extra eye, couple of hair pieces, and a little hat corner piece. So it's not so bad. And then my friend stands in what direction on his base? In this direction. Yeah. Okay. All right. That actually did not take as long as I thought it would. And we have a little Luffy. He's actually really cute. Oh my God. I didn't know if I'd find it really like cute when it was fully built, but maybe something about building it myself made it like cuter. The hair still bothers me a little bit, but you know, what can you do? It's a Lego. Oh, hi dude. You're cute. Kinda gonna put him like right over here so he can watch us. I feel like I want to like keep the little extra pieces in like a Ziploc somewhere, but I don't have a Ziploc for them. So oh, you're right. It's the same configuration basically. Huh. Interesting. All right. Okay, we'll put these on the base of my little book stand, is how I'm using it. And then I'll figure out what to do with the little extra pieces later. I have a feeling I might end up like just finding a really small like jewelry bag for them or something. Just to figure it out. Okay, so that was Luffy. And now we have Buggy, who I am a little concerned will be significantly harder. Actually, I would just be into building a Gundam. I'm gonna be honest here, I low-key have always wanted to build a Gunpla. And just have never gotten to. But that's like definitely something that I'm like super interested in. Honestly, with as fast as these are going, you know what I might do after this? I might pull out that Coliseum. And we might be building the Coliseum today. Alright, now we are aware that we just dumped... Okay, that's a lot of... I mean, presumably it's around the same number of pieces, but I sense there's going to be a lot more little tricky bits. Okay, alright, let's see. Roll the book a little so it's not... They fold the... Okay, you could have fit the book flat in this box. You did not need to crimp it in half in such a way that makes it so it's almost impossible to use the book effectively, standing on its own. I don't appreciate that for certain. I don't know, I would just be willing to build a Gunpla, you know? Like, genuinely. I feel like that's an experience I would just love to have. Like, I don't even think I'd care what Gunpla it was, to be honest. Buggy. Oh, Buggy, yeah. Yeah, it'd be completely accurate to just skip some pieces. Like arms. We don't need arms to make a Buggy. Okay. I'm gonna use this spot. I'm gonna put the delicate little bits over here so I don't have to move them later when I'm getting them. Oh my god! We have it. We have the big red nose. We have it! I'm so excited. Okay. There's a lot more printed pieces in this set. Mostly because he's just got more details in his design. Oh, wait. I want to say Witch Mercury is like one of the Gundams I've actually watched too. Okay, so I don't need to worry about the base yet. But I do know how to build that now. Okay. Presumably, this is our brown base. Oh, we're building legs first on this set. Okay. These damn booklets. Okay. Alright. Okay, there's some brown... Ooh, these are almost self-connected. And I actually need all of those brown ones. Okay. Alright. This. Kind of just grabbing what I need for this section. There should be a little circle piece. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so... So 2 browns stacked and a black below that. Makes our feet. Jesus, you're gonna be like laughing. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Okay. There we go. I should have one more of the... More than one more of those, but one more right now. Okay, so we got our little... Okay. Oh, we need one on both sides. Okay, I was not expecting that. So it's our little feet and belt area. What is this? Our intestines? Is that what we're including now, Lego? Intestines? Is this the innards? Damn, Lego. You had game I was unfamiliar with. Okay. That's gotta be what it is. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter which way is the front at this point, so I'm just gonna... I've been working on this side, so we're gonna keep this side. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 of these. I need the flat ones, too. Okay. Alright, so you've got it like this. But yeah, no, I actually would love to do a gunplay, I think. And I have a feeling that we are going to be doing that Coliseum in a little bit. So that's the back. Okay. Alright. The back of his coat. Now we're going to build the front. Oh. Okay. 6 of these. This is already a piece that they've given me extras of, I can tell now. I also need... There's a printed chest. There's the printed chest piece. And I need you. And... I should have one more of those. Okay. I just put printed pieces like off to the side a little bit, but... Oh. Where's the piece I needed? Where's the piece I needed? There we go. Okay. So, take this piece. I'm going to need 2 of these. Okay. Take this piece. And on this piece, we're going to put it like a 2 and a 1. And we're going to do that on the other piece too. We're going to put a 2. Okay. I honestly would have just given me a 3, but I mean, if that's what they want to do, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna complain. I just wouldn't have done it myself that way personally. Okay. All right. Now the part that will actually kill Sekhie is trying to get all these tassels in. Oh, they're not gonna be straight. Because I can't angle them. Oh, I'm in my own personal form of hell. Look at that. There's one. It's off. It's not going in the right direction partially. Oh my god. I hate life. Ah. Okay, we're going with a different method of putting them on so that they're straight. No, you don't need to have watched One Piece. Okay. Presumably this just goes on now. Yes, okay. I was like, but let me flip the page just in case. Alright. So we have our buddy with his coat on. I don't really have like a... No, the edges are like too... Oh, because it... Oh, it's... So, it's just ever so slightly smaller on the edge here than the actual edge of the Lego brick. So if I like put something against this, you don't even feel the difference. Which is a little frustrating. I assume tweezers would fix this. So maybe I'll go in with tweezers at some point. What do you mean? The part that was totally optional. It was next in the... Okay, so we're building the arms next. I remember this from the other one. Okay. I remember this from the other one, and we're actually doing it in a slightly different way, which is fine. Oh, yeah, because he's wearing gloves. arm. It is a little funny that they're just using like the tiny little hooks, but I get it. Yeah. I mean, even feet is kind of optional because he doesn't really need to move per se if you carry him around. Okay, we have body. Full body, actually. Last time we didn't do Luffy's feet till much later. Okay. Okay. So we're going to start building this way. A totally different skin color being used here. Okay. Alright, I think we're... Yeah. This just attaches to 2. Okay. Alright. I assume we're putting a brain in soon at this rate. Yep, here's my builder blocks for the head. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh no. Okay, so this is how this came out of the box. There's a flat body piece inside of this. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to... Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's not ideal. Alright. Very strange. Oh! His brain is green, guys. Buggy's brain is not pink. I wonder why we've elected to add the brain in green this time. Because I do not have any pink blocks, so we are not adding another pink block at some point. Yeah, but do blue and pink make green? I thought that makes purple, personally. Oh, God. Okay, that does not look like it's going to be fun to build. Alright. Maybe this is his brain. It's very small, but perhaps that's intentional. Okay. Let's see. Aha. Ow. It pinched my finger. Multiple times pinched my finger. Okay. Alright. So now we've got... Really? One by one? Oh my god. That's actually really funny in my opinion. I think that's hilarious. Okay. Alright. Oh. Oh, we're adding red? Why are we adding... Okay. I guess it's just a color choice to differentiate. Okay. Oh. Those are not in a convenient place for me to place them on. These are the only, yeah, these are the only pieces that like this, so I guess they just wanted the differentiation of color, I'd assume. I will say, I do think this is probably much easier to build than the set Vorn was building the other day. Oh, FaceTime. FaceTime. Here's our faceplate. And we need his forehead. And then, oh, interesting how we're doing the face this time. Jesus. We don't have separate eyepieces this time. We're just using blue squares. Normal little blue squares with... Oh, we do have eyepieces. These are just the base because of the face paint. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We're fine. We're fine. I'm just dumb. I see what we're doing. Okay, I have one eye. Watch me not have another eye. Actually, wait, oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, watch them have given me extra pieces in the other set, but not this one. Okay. Alright, I think that's as close as I'm gonna get to... Okay. Alright. The most important part of his entire face. We have it. That's actually incredibly cute. Like, genuinely. I love it. I love it. He's perfect. He's perfect! There's a lot of pieces left. Oh no. Okay. Alright. There's too many pieces left. Okay. This time I'm not gonna work ahead. This time I'm just gonna do one side at a goddamn time. I don't trust them anymore. I really don't. Not after the last one. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that they're pretty decently close to Funko Pop, just as Lego. I'm not typically a huge, like, Funko Pop person, to be honest. But I have some, because there are some figures that just, there isn't another figure of that character, and so I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting this. You know? Oh no. Oh no. We've put a block in the wrong place. We've put a block in the wrong place! Oh, I don't know where that went. Okay. I think it stayed on the desk. I don't know where it went, so we're just gonna hope that I have an extra piece of blue! Oh no. Okay. Alright. Fantastic. Good job, Sekhie. You're doing such a fantastic fucking job. My god. This is an actual mess. Okay. Trust but verify. Yeah, I don't... Stupid set. Stupid set. Can't believe I did that. My god. Okay. Alright. We're flipping to the other side. It actually looks like it's exactly the same. But I will... Wait. Oh. I was like, wait, is his ear missing? That's so accurate. And then it's not. I just didn't put the piece on. It would be funny if I just forgot to put an ear on, though, and then moved on, and just did not register that was incorrect. as a matter of fact. Okay. Okay, he has so many small hair pieces. This is actually a lot. This is so much. They are doing so much with Buggy. Which, like, go off, Buggy. Get your bag. But, like, Jesus, you know? Like, oh my god. Like, this is a lot. I want this to be aligned. Okay, that's not going to be aligned. Alright, this is just going to bother me forever. It's just going to bother me forever. Oh, knick-knack. Okay, here. We finished Luffy. He's really cute. We're working on Buggy. Buggy's hair is giving me an aneurysm. Maybe literally. It's also the size of the pieces. Oh my god. Just 2. Okay. Okay. Alright, please tell me I still have another one of those, like, blue squares. I don't want to have to go find the one that I accidentally just punted. Oh, thank God. We're gonna hope that, like, one of these blue single pieces is one of the ones that we've got extras of, because I don't know what happened to the one that I just pulled off from being in the wrong place. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh no. Dude, the back of his head is insane. Okay. Alright. So we're doing it like this. Okay. Oh, I need so many of these little wedges. Okay. So many wedges. I think that's enough. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. 2 go down at the top. That's up. Okay, 1 faces over into its friend. These 2 face into each other, because that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I got another 2 that face into each other, but they're further down. Alright. Okay. Actually, I need more wedges. There we go. I did not have enough wedges. These ones face away from each other. Oh my God. This is somebody who has OCD's nightmare. This is actually their nightmare. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want all the pieces to face in the same direction. Why would I want that? That's so stupid of me. I don't need that. That's so stupid. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh. Okay. We have the back of his head. Look at how uneven it is. I know that it's for effect, but look at how uneven it is. I hate it. Okay. Alright. Moving on to orange. Oh my God. I still have so many pieces out. And so many of them are so small. Okay. Alright, and take this really long piece. Okay, so we're building the majority of the pirate hat now. Nope. Middle two. Oh, like a what the USS? Actually, Zero, you know what I was looking at on Amazon that would be super fun for me to build personally? There are 2 Stargate sets that I've seen produced by like other companies, but they're not Legos, but they're like the bricks, and they're both Stargate sets. And honestly, I really want them like so badly. Okay. I know this is like the middle of my screen, but like this is where my elbows sit, so I'm kind of like off to the side. I need to fix that. I wonder if I could just... Ah ha ha! Hello, friends. Now you get to be at my middle. Yay. You can see a little bit more of the mess of my desk, but we're gonna ignore that. I wonder if actually... Now that we're... There we go. Okay. So here we go. This is the start of the pirate hat. And then a giant big... Wait, no. No, before I do that. Before I do that. They really need to be a little bit more... Okay. Alright. Now. Okay. Alright, so I go to the underside. And I should have some... Okay, these are the pieces I'm looking for. They kind of curve. But should I not have 4? Why do I have 2? Why do I have 2 when I should have 4? Oh, there they are. Actually, I have a lot of hopes that the new Stargate will be good. It's being produced by a bunch of the original creators, and I know it's been in talks for like a while. So like I actually have a fair amount of sort of hope for it. Because here's the thing, I don't actually think that any of the Stargates have been bad per se, right? Like, and I don't think it's necessarily a controversial opinion for me to say that, right? Because like even Universe was actually starting to get like really good right before it wasn't renewed. I'm gonna be honest, and that's always been very upsetting to me, because I do think that like season 2 of Universe was really going somewhere, and the ending left me actually desperate for more, and then I was so upset, because I knew that they didn't continue it. And since they're not trying to make a continuation to Universe, they're not predicating like a previous knowledge of a series that didn't finish, right? That you would then have to go and watch. They're making it as a entirely new series, right? Which I think is the correct way to do this, you know? It's in the continuity, but completely new for new viewers, which means that you should be able to watch it as a new viewer and still understand what's happening, but then you also have the opportunity and the option to go back, and kind of, you know, watch more if you really like it. Okay, so this is the base for our hat. Yep, that's what I thought. We get the little hair bits that we're going to be attaching. Okay, 1 and I have 4. Oh yeah, I have 4. Okay. Okay. Okay, I need both of those. This and these 2. All right. But yes, I actually have a lot of hope for the new Stargate. Maybe that's me being like too hopeful, but one can never be too hopeful about something that you love getting a new adaptation, to be honest, in my opinion. It would be nice to see some guests, but I'm going to be honest, since I know it's going to be new in the continuity, I don't necessarily want them to, like, focus on that, you know, because, like, I don't know how long they're going to set it after the original series, because Universe was set, like, a while, technically, in time period, I think, after the original series, which is part of the reason why we didn't really have a whole lot of, like, cameos, or, like, visits from, like, the rest of the members. Okay, alright, so these are the back pieces, so we're gonna turn it up in the right direction, and we're gonna assume, yep, these are the back pieces, and these are the front pieces. Why do my front pieces not face in the right direction? Is that on purpose? Is that actually on purpose? Are you here to make me upset? Are you here to make me genuinely upset? Does one of these face in a different fucking direction? Or are we... Am I supposed to be... What? What is happening here? What is happening here? This is how I want it to face. Oh... This is not me either. It's the same piece, so it doesn't matter where I put it. My God, you actually did that to me, didn't you? I cannot believe that they did that to me. Wait, is it? Okay, I'm like moving ahead too fast. No? No, okay. Okay. I will express one complaint with this booklet. And I actually think that the instructions need to be a little bit more defined from side to side. Because I know it's not the biggest deal, but, like, this is actually a little frustrating. Because it looked like they were doing it on, like, one piece, and then they did it in another. Okay, alright. That's just how it's gonna have to be, I guess. That's upsetting. That's upsetting! Yeah, but Stargate's never been quite that much into time travel. Like, they've done it a few times as one-off episodes, but it's not been, like, you know, the most major part. You know what I mean? It's always one-off episodes that they do that with. Okay, this is our big orange piece. It was the only piece we had that was gigantic and orange. Okay, come on. You can... Oh. No, you can't. I was pressing down in the wrong place. Okay. Alright. Okay. So this is the back, in theory. Yeah, this is the back. So on the back... Oh, what is happening here? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man, they really said all of the little bits. Alright. Oh, are we going down here? I think. Oh, if that was the wrong place to put that, we might be in trouble later, but I'm going to assume it's correct. Okay, so we have the start of our hat being built on him. Yeah, like awful glare. It's better under the shadow, ironically. You can see more detail. Okay. So we're still working on the back, presumably. Oh, and I needed to put the last hat bit. Okay. All right. Okay, these two go together. All right. Okay. I get the benefit of these like faceplate pieces because they don't have like the Legos on them, but because they don't fit exactly the same way as the other Legos, it's actually quite annoying to deal with them. Okay. All right, so that was the back of our hat. I think we're doing something similar up here. Yeah, we're doing something similar, but it's... Okay. That's true. That's true. I would be down for that. I think there's certain characters that would be really fun to bring back in a new series. I just worry that, like, I don't want them to focus on the series being, like, entirely bringing back nostalgia characters. Especially if you're trying to make this for, like, a new audience. Like, you should absolutely, like, do some things for the fans, right? But you do need to take into account the fact that, like, not everybody is kind of like this, like, die-hard fan of the series, like perhaps I am, for example. What exactly am I doing here? Oh, I believe this is going here. It is. So that I can put this. Okay. All right. Oh, look at how cute it is. It's not focusing. But it's got his little thingy. Turning the page like I don't know exactly what I'm about to do. We're going to fix the front on, and then we build our base. Okay. And then, obviously, he sits on slightly towards the back end of it. And look at that! We've got Buggy! We've got Buggy! Buggy the Clown! With his big red nose. And his little hair tassels. Oh, he actually looks really cute. I think I actually like him more than I like Luffy. Maybe it's just because there's more detail in his face with the printing. But he's actually incredibly cute. Genuinely. Put that away. I do have a lot of extra bits, including the one that bounced off somewhere, probably never to be seen again, unless it's caught on my keyboard, and it doesn't appear to be. Because the desk goes back under where I have the keyboard stored, but yeah. I don't see it, but it was unimportant. I think I'll just lump these all together, and maybe I'll just find a little bag for them at some point. That sounds like a good idea. Nice! They're actually really cute together. They're a little smaller than... Here, let me grab some Funkos for scale real quick. Grab a more fun Funko to use. Okay. So I've got a Funko of Spider-Man India. Obviously right there. Yeah, Buggy missing some pieces is pretty canon. Yeah. So I mean they're a little smaller. Oh, and their bases are not very secure. So they're a little smaller than the Funkos. They're around the same height, but just in sort of overall the space they take up is a little smaller than a traditional Funko. So yeah. But I mean, in a lot of ways, they're very similar. Put Ether back. I do like that Buggy's got some, like, movement to his Brickhead, because you can kind of... like, they have it, like, very... In the image, they have it, like this. But honestly, I think it's actually a little bit more fun to kind of, you know, off-kilter this stuff, because then it looks like there's some level of, like, movement to the figure, which I can approve of a fair bit. Oh! Guys! I forgot to put his second ear on. I fully just forgot to put his ear on. It wasn't even intentional. I just did. Oh, canonical Buggy. He was almost missing an ear. But yeah, they're very cute. Oh. I can't believe I forgot the ear. That's really funny. That's actually, like, very, very funny. Okay. So, I think my thought process is actually, I think I will move on to building the Coliseum now. They can hang out over here. In an area that's kind of off-screen for you guys. Yeah, kind of. And I need the big box. Oh my god. Some of you might recognize this. Some of you probably do not. Oh. This is my Anno box. I've actually left it in the packaging. So I have to pull this off, and then I think I'm just going to have to find a place to, like, fold this and keep it safe, because it's not very conducive to constantly keep it on the box, but I also don't want to, like, damage it. I don't know, I might cut it up just to have, like, the front bit or something, and the sides, but not in the back with all the information. We'll see. Could make a nice, like, cardstock poster. Alright. So here we go. It's upside down for both of us. Alright. Oh, the box is much lighter without that in it, actually. I can pick that up one-handed now. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay, this was not the intention, but you know, when you have time, when you've got a minute, because it actually took us an hour and a half to get through the 2 of those. Okay. Alright, this opens on the side here. So for this, we've got. So this tells you the features of the actual in-game stuff that you can do. There's my dimensions, 36 by 31 by 13 centimeters. 160 pieces, regular pieces, and then what, 16 like connector pieces? I don't know. It's giving me a 3-hour time to do it. I mean, let's take a look. Oh, no. Because maybe there's a, well, you know, I suddenly have a very important question here. Are there any instructions whatsoever? Oh, thank God. I was concerned. Oh, it's one of those instructions. Oh, this is what I'm getting. Maybe we don't build this today. But that stream would end so early. Oh my God. Oh dear. Oh dear. What in the rainbow? Oh dear. Okay, it shouldn't actually be that hard. I say, there's a famous last words, you know? Famous last words. We just have to find... So all the pieces should, in theory, be numbered. And I have this. Who knows what this is meant for? Okay. Okay, so 2 of 16. Alright, 1 of 16. Are they perhaps in the number that I need to be going in? Okay, I have numbers. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that's actually so cute. Wait, there are little gladiators. These things, they're like, they've got like detail to them too. This one's got a shield and this one's got a spear. That's actually really cute. I'm kind of upset. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is 2 pieces stuck together. Oh. Not all of these are 2 pieces stuck together. Oh, they're not stuck together. They're just... Oh. This is anxiety-inducing. Oh, I don't... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, man. All right. We're... Okay. So this Ana board is the base. I know that. So I probably need to pop this out first because it's what I'm building off of. I think this is just going to be a lovely act of follow the number codes to the exact, one by one. Because otherwise, we will never get anywhere. In the game it does. This does not. So yeah, because I believe if you look at the features inside the game, so you can unlock the Patrician class by building it. You boost prestige and island attributes in the game. You can host gladiator fights, historical reenactments, and naval battles. The benefits of having it, winning events grants buffs and affects your diplomacy rating. And there is a capacity for 4,000 residents inside of it. So these are the in-game statistics here on the actual Colosseum that you can build in the game. And I believe that this front bit, so this is what it looks like inside the game. When you build it, this is like the graphical render. Which is pretty cool. Okay. Alright. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull over my second office chair and we're going to use it to stack some of this shit on because I know what I'm going to need, but I need the base first. So let's, presumably this is how I'm getting things out. Oh, or I just very, very carefully. Okay. Because I need the base. Let's move everything else to the side right now. And then we'll just go piece by piece. Ooh, there's one piece that is trying to kill itself right now. Okay. I hate the sound it makes because it makes me feel like I'm breaking it. And I am, sort of. Okay. Hate that. Hate that. Viscerally do not like that. Okay. So this fits in right here, and this is our base for the actual model. I'm gonna drink of water. Okay. All right. So I need the pieces 7, 8, and 9. I have a vague idea of what 7, 8, and 9 look like, and everything is numbered, so we're just going to kind of go bit by bit. This piece is already coming apart, which is unhelpful because you know what the other good part about these instructions are? The numbers are not indicated on the pieces. They are indicated only on the sides of the actual boards that you then tear off. So, I don't like that. Alright, we're looking for 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Yep, no, that's not it. Oh, God, I almost dropped it. Okay, 40. Alright, 36, 35, 34. This is the 50s, the 30s, and the 40s. What were we looking for again? Oh, yeah. 7, 8, and 9. They're very large pieces, so I'm surprised we haven't run into them. They're going to be on, like, the absolute last piece I checked. Oh, there's 7. Okay, so we know what they're supposed to look like now. Because in theory, they all look exactly the same. Okay, so they're printed differently on one side from the other in reference to like outside versus inside pieces, which is good to know. And now that I've seen them, I'd be willing to... Where are the rest? They're smaller. The other pieces are smaller, but they're the same print and size, or they should be. Did I miss them? Wait. Hey! Ha ha ha! Is that 9? Did I miss? Well, that's a 6. Oh, what? Okay, I found 8. Oh! Please indicate which one is a 9 and a 6. I think this is more anxiety-inducing than Legos. It's certainly more... Oh my god. I need you to know, right? Ignore step 2. Ignore step 2. So step 1, right? Find pieces 7, 8, and 9. Step 2. Find pieces 131 through 158. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side. I'm on the lookout for like 131 through 158 just because I'm like, where are they? And what size are they? Oh, fun! Do you know what size they are? They're these ones. They're these little tiny riser bits. That's going to be fun to find so many of. Okay. All right. All right. So I have to do that. I'm going to have a lot of, like, junk pieces as this goes. Okay. All right, so I do have to punch out anywhere that there's, like, a punch out. All right, where are you guys connecting? So you guys are connecting inside here. I don't want to break them, but I do need to like pre-bend them because they are going in a circle. Vaccine site bruises, you're not allergic. Yeah, or just that, like, yeah. Or just that they broke a bunch of blood vessels under the skin. Yeah. In general, if the bruise is, like, small and contained, I wouldn't be too concerned. If it's incredibly vivid and is not going away, then you need to be concerned. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna start punching shit out. Ew, this one, it doesn't like me. This one's coming out in multiple pieces. We don't like that. I don't actually need to be punching that out. I need to be punching this inner line. Ooh, which inner line? Oh, this one. Okay. I have done one of these before. When I was much younger. I had a Harry Potter one of these where it's like just slot paper into like various orifices of like a pattern. And they're good and bad. Because it does mean that they're pretty much permanently disassemblable if you want, you know? Like, you don't have to worry about, like, not being able to, like, take it apart at some point if you want to be able to, like, take it apart. Okay, I missed a punch. And they're very light, additionally, so it's like, you know, different benefits for different mediums. Okay. All right, so there is our first level. I don't know how far I'm supposed to push this in. Presumably not too far. You still want to be able to like lie flat. Okay. All right. Let's work on the other two. Okay. The most annoying part, I'd say, is just taking out these like punch bits throughout the sets, because sometimes they just don't like to come out appropriately. I don't have an FGO feed. It's wonderful. Okay. All right. So we pre-bent these so that we know where they go. Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is much more... It's not necessarily... I wouldn't say it's more complex than Legos. I just find that, like, these type of sets often have, like, less clear instructions than Legos, which is the unfortunate bit, if that makes sense, you know? All right, now I need all of those little itty-bitty pieces, none of which are on this sheet, a bunch of which are on this sheet, but not all of them, because that cannot possibly be all of them, so I definitely need to be on the lookout for more of those size. I think I see them. I think I see them. Yep, I do. There's a bunch on this one. Now, I wonder if that is the end of them. I don't see them on any of the other sheets that I have, so we're going to have to assume that they are all contained within these sheets. And we're going to very carefully punch them out and make a pile. So these are the support. These are going to be support risers, right? So the numbers are actually on these pieces, which is actually very helpful. I'm assuming that they weren't on the other ones because you'll actually get to see some of the other ones. We are going to have supports at multiple stages along this. There we go. Do I need that to 150? Yep, I do. So some of these are also different, so we need to keep that in mind. A couple of these have different shapes because they're going to be around specific locations inside the Colosseum. The one benefit of this is that we are... Oh, and I immediately dropped something. Okay. Alright, there we go. Got it. Immediately dropped something. I have up to 150. Oh, there's 159. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not like punching out pieces I don't need, because that's a very bad idea with the way that these are labeled. I need to punch out exactly the ones I need at each stage. Okay. Alright, these have numbers on them, so we are actually going to just go in order if we can. There's like some level of orientation. So it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, so we are starting at this one. Oh, it's indicated. How wonderful. Just gonna go ahead and punch a bunch of shit out. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna have to vacuum in here. Good lord. We are going to need all of these spots open. Honestly, I should probably just punch everything out for like the next couple of steps, to be real. Yeah. There we go. So we'll just... This is surprisingly cathartic, the punching out the shapes. And then like wiping the bits off. Surprisingly cathartic. Yeah. Is this going to... Oh, I think it might get... Okay. Oh! Okay. Interesting. Alright. So start with 131. See, I found 132. 135. Where's 132? Why do I feel like I don't have enough pieces? Alright, we might have to go hunting for a couple more pieces. But for now, so that was 132. Oh, no, there's 130, 131. There we go. And then we skip from 132 to 134, which is not confusing at all. I have 135. Also, we are pushing these all the way down because I think I've just discovered why. So we are just gonna take the executive action to go and do that right now, all the way around. And just kind of push this down as far as we can without bending or breaking anything. Because I think if I'm correct, we're actually going to be folding these pieces down and then attaching them to a base like this. Looks accurate. Either way, we do need to push them down so that they're more secure. Okay. Alright, so now we just keep going. Alright. We've got 138, 136, 137, 141, 142, 143, 144, 45, 46, 53, 51, 51, 53, 54, 50, 52, 57, 59. Okay. Some of the numbers, I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, so this is 52. I got turned around. We're working on this side. Okay. All right. So 136 is next. Okay. And then 7. 8. Oh man, this is much more pedantic than the others, than the Legos. Man, I was complaining about the Legos. This is worse. This is so much worse. But you get into the groove of it, you know? And we are currently in the groove. Also, this will get more solid sort of as we go along, which is the good part about like adding a ton onto these sets. Because it's very flimsy right now, but the more pieces we add on, the stronger it will be. Okay. And it's actually going to move pretty fast, you know? The most annoying thing is just finding all the pieces you need. Because look, there, we have finished step 2. We have our first set of riser supports. Now we need pieces 56 and... let me get the pieces I need for step C and D kind of at the same time. Alright. So I'm looking for 50 through, let's see, starting at 49. Okay. So yeah, 48, 49, 50, 52. Okay. I don't think I have the 50s and 40s on these pieces. They don't look correct. Yep. Nope. Okay. The trees go outside. I know that already. It's definitely not on these pieces. Because these are my big Coliseum outsides. And insides. So it's not on any of these. It'll be on these, here we go. Here we go. I think this is where we will find all of the pieces we need for this next step. This includes the details of the inside of the Colosseum. So we're actually making one of the boxes at this point, which is going to be very interesting. I've got like a the Roman eagle is here. So, all right, where's my tool? Okay, so I definitely need 48 and 49. I kind of stack things together depending on the step that they're on. 48, 49, and 52 go together. 52 is, oh yeah, okay. And this is why you get a tool, because some of the things you really don't want to rip when you're taking them out. Okay, 50, 53, and 54 now. 50. 53. 48. Okay. Ugh. This has pieces to punch out, too. I love stuff that's this small. Okay. There we go. So that would be 50, 53, 52, 53. I need 54. Okay. 54. Okay. Oh boy. I know I've gotten silent and I'm counting out numbers and that's not very fun. I will stop doing that. Well, let's spend a little bit more time actually talking. I can multitask. That's something I'm able to do, right? I say immediately going silent again. No, I will figure it out. So I'm assuming that whatever's going on in FGO right now is like new. Oh, because you, yeah, because FGO JP just had that chapter added. Yeah, so I'm assuming it has to do with that, right? Presumably, of course. You know. Yeah. Yeah, because Knick Knack played it, but, like, he couldn't read it. From what I remember. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I need them to add more servants, personally. You know, that's just me. But I need more servants. Interesting. Ah, okay, there we go. There's our twist. See a little construction here. With some level of detail that's really just invisible. Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh, talk about delicacy. Oh my god. We are. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's gotta go through here first. Fascinating. Okay. So we actually have the little balcony. The little balcony's been built. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 10 years is a good run, but I really do think that they would go longer. I mean, it's a huge cash. It's not as if they're going to, like, people are losing interest, to be honest, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I don't know the general thoughts of, like, you know, other fans, but, like, I don't think people are losing interest per se, you know? Okay. Yes, I believe it is. I've also got to add a roof to it in a second. And a little bit more of a awning, I think, is what it looks like I'm adding. A roof and an awning. I mean, the level of details is pretty, you know, impressive for being a foam sort of punch puzzle, for all intents and purposes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure it is one of the most revenue-grossing, like, gacha games that exists today, you know? Like, it's insane. It's not hurting for anything, you know? Okay, 51.47. I have a feeling they're in the same place. Yep, there's 51. Where's my tool? Okay, 51. Ah, yep, because there's the Imperial Rome. The eagle. We're adding the eagle. Okay. I personally think that you should have done this part earlier in the build. Because this does not want to go in. Okay, hang on. Okay. Alright. It's not perfect, but we have the Roman eagle sign and the roof on to the palace edition. Actually, it looks really good from like kind of like a directly on sort of perspective. I wonder if I can... Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, we're back to some big pieces that we need. Which I think are going to be in this area of pieces. Because it looks like they are all very curved. Yep. Yep. And some big curved pieces getting added in a second. starting to get a hang of what I think which pieces go where and how they're being arranged on the boards. Okay. I say, and then immediately cannot find the piece I need. Oh. It's these. Well, that was not the piece I meant to punch. Interesting. But I think if FGO is more like, what's the word? Regular? More like constant? Right? And at least that's how I understand it to be. Is the FGO is far more constant. Ah, we have the first couple rows of seating going in with the stairs. This piece is going to go here. At least I always just assumed FGO kind of like tops the charts consistently, even if it's not like on a day-to-day always on the top of the chart. Because it is, like, with all the banners and you know, events and reruns and new chapter releases and stuff, presumably it just keeps being, you know, popular. Is what I had assumed. I could be wrong, though. Yeah. If it's that new, it is impressive. Okay, we're starting to see a Colosseum form, guys. We've actually got seating in 3 dimensions. Alright. Here's 2 big square pieces, I think, are next. And 2 big square pieces shouldn't be hard to find, which is, you know, famous last word, of course. Like, very famous last word. Kind of working ahead a little bit here, but we need 30, 33, and 34. And then 42 and 34. No, we need 39. Here's 39. And there's 42. We will need 35 and 36 for after that. After 35 and 36, we'll need 40, 41, 42, 3 and 44. Okay. Yeah. Oh, are you just did you just get here, Dakota Doyle? Because if you just got here, I can show you the One Piece things we already built. But yeah, we kind of moved on. Where we've elected to go on to something else so that the stream didn't end at like an hour and a half. I'm just going to go ahead and punch a bunch of stuff out right now that we're going to need for the next couple of steps. Updates, good lord. I'm afraid of updates this year. I have a feeling it's going to be the worst since like year one updates for us. And year one updates was partially inflated by the fact that we had like changed formats several times. So I know it's going to be bad. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Everything I needed to be punched is punched, and a piece fell out, which is fine, because we could just slip it back in. I'm assuming... Yes, I think these are my... These fit. Yeah, these ones have to be it. Interesting. Yeah, that is deliberate, Zero Herrera. I can kind of appreciate it, though, you know? Like, that level of deliberate takes effort. Okay. There is, like, a lot of detail in these little printed pieces. Like, I am actually fascinated. Because, like, here's the thing, right? You wouldn't think that there's that much detail, but I can actually see 2 separate Latin words written here. I think it says Victoria and Gloria. Victory and glory. Yeah. Which would make sense, actually. Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah, these are tightly confined. Because we're going to put the floor in for each of these. And then we have our little entrances that we're going to be installing. I actually don't mind these kind of, like, puzzles. I mean, this kind of feels weird to call it a puzzle because it's kind of just like a builder kit. But, like, it makes a lot of sense to me, like, in my brain. So I don't mind. There we go. Entry 1. Oh. Oh! Oh. That actually looks really cool. What the hell? That looks really cool. Okay, hold on. I want to show this to you guys, but I gotta get the next 2 pieces in. So they did this thing to give like a 3D effect where they had me layer the inside of the arch. So it's like so you've got like a third kind of dimension of like depth there rather than just printing a solid piece to fit in this arch. Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. With no... And then we were smart, so we already got that. Speaking of FGO and stuff related, I'm actually listening to, right now in specific, I'm listening to Anne Bonny by Carlene. So, you know, Anne Bonny and Mary Read. Just thinking about it. All right, there's my little pieces. Okay, all right, and then you guys all go right here to kind of close up this gap. Okay. And with that, the first floor of our Colosseum is done. It's constructed in full, in kind of like dimensionality, with our Imperial Palace connection. Nice. Okay. Big wall pieces now need to go in. And I think I know where those big wall pieces are. We'll just kind of stack things at the moment. Yeah, because they are boring pieces. There's no real color to them because they're basically, there's color on one side, but it's just because the rest of it is basically like indoor only. Oh, yeah, I remember that. In regards to what's on the what's written on the oh my god, my brain has just stopped functioning. In regards to what's written here, no, glory and victory, because that's where people are coming in and out of. Okay, so I can tell that this side is going to face inside, and because of that, I'm going to show it to you now. But I know it's going to face inside because of the way that it's bent. But in every one of these, there's a different figure. I mean, they're not all different. In fact, they're kind of like the same figure, just repeated twice over. But there is the detail of there being like a little tiny like Roman statue on the inside of all of these. And these are actually going to go right behind our current walls, like this. So you'll see like the statues specifically from this angle. Yeah. So, it doesn't really matter which one goes where, I don't think. Yeah, because they're not really that different. So let me just get them into position and then I can press them in. There we go. Oh, that is firmly affixed into place. While we're down here on the bottom, we should probably... I'm not that concerned. Oh yeah, it looks really nice with those statues. Okay, kind of get a general angle, and then we go into to get all of the individual pins pushed into their slots. There we go. Okay. We have our first Colosseum level completed. Kind of give you a scale of like how big it is. Yeah, it is that. I'm actually not specifically listening to her album. I'm listening to one of my Spotify daily mixes, which is kind of like it's a mix of like Endless Taverns, Vinnie Marchi, Lyra Vesperi, Carlien, and so on. In fact, I'm actually gonna be this playlist is about to end. So I'm actually gonna switch it out to country music. Yeah. Let's switch it out to country music for me. And then after that, if I'm still streaming in a bit, I've got like a Fawn and Heather Dale combo playlist and one with Colm McGuinness and the Longest Johns that I'll be switching to. Depending on what I'm feeling like listening. I don't want to put it on anything poppy because I don't want to like accidentally start like popping along. Okay. now we have an ungodly directional image. We're on this step. So I need to get numbers... Oh, God. You know what? Forget the numbers. I know what the pieces I need look like. We're just gonna... Because it's all of these, like, bigger riser bits. So I know what I need. I'm not gonna focus on memorizing learning the numbers or anything. I've got a lot of them, though, so it's gonna be punching for a second. I do generally like this kind of music a lot, though. Like, Carly-Ann, I have most of her playlists, or most of her songs, across, like, various playlists, and then just saved in, like, my Spotify and my Apple Music, because I use both. So I'm, like, a huge, huge fan of her music, specifically. Is that actually part of the DBZ? I've never seen DBZ abridged. I've only seen original DBZ. Okay, come on, buddy. There we go. Is that actually what happens? That's really funny if it does. Oh, the ASMR of this crackling has got to be either great or horrific. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Thank god these are internal supports, so their numbers are written on them, because some of them have, like, slightly different shapes, and I'm gonna need to know that. Huh! What's that? Okay, not all country music is good, but, you know, there's some good country music. I think I got into country music more as an adult than I did as, like, when I was younger. And I will admit that definitely, like, people like, Kelly Clarkson and Taylor Swift were kind of, like, the gateway drug, because you're like, oh, they're like country pop, what about like country music? And then, like, I listen to stuff like 16 Tons, so like old country music, right, and that sort of thing. Oh, we're almost done with this sheet entirely. I don't think, yeah, none of the rest of the sheets have pieces that are relevant here. Okay, all right. I think we get another punch round. Yeah, like, I think I got into it originally from stuff like Kelly Clarkson, and then I just kept listening to some kinds of country music. It's not something I listen to necessarily, like, all the time, but sometimes when the mood hits, you know. Sometimes I want to hear someone singing about their truck and their dog and their farm and their woman. As, you know, misogynistic as that is. I can actually narrate. I'm not gonna, like, sing it, but what I can do, let me open it up, and so just listen to a Jason Aldean song. Now we're on Cooper Allen's To the Bar. I both like and hate Cooper Allen because I think he makes really catchy songs, but I don't like the way that he advertises them on TikTok. Because, like, I get really irritated because he's like, hey, you know, someone told me you could never write a country song about this, but I think I wrote one. Do you like it? Should I release it? And then he teases it for, like, 7 months with, like, the chorus available before releasing it. And I'm like, okay, by the time you get past your, like, 6-7 months of teasing, I no longer have interest in the song. I just don't. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. It's frustrating and it's annoying. Like, it's incredibly annoying. My god. I always sound really irritated, and that's because it is really, truly irritating. To have to be annoyed like that by music I'm trying to listen to. Like, if you want to release a song, put out a teaser, but then release the damn thing. Don't sit on it for so long. You know? So I kind of hit the point with him where I'm just like, if it appears on my feed once he's released the full song, great. And if I like it, fantastic. If not, I do not care to go search it. It's either going to be good enough that people are going to keep recommending it, or it's not going to be good and then I'm not going to care. Where's 66? Oh, I read 66 is 99. Because I also have 99. Okay. I can kind of see where the next set of stuff is going to be input. Yeah, no, I'm going out of order, but that's just because I'm going on what I'm actually picking up off the desk rather than what goes in what order, because it would take way too long if I was going to focus on that. Okay. Is that going to matter? I don't think it is. Yeah, they all have the same thing, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I put something in the wrong place. I don't care. It's the exact same shape piece. So yeah. But yeah, I think Kelly Clarkson from Princess Diaries, because in Princess Diaries they use the song Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, I think it is. Like, and I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Yeah, that's the one. And I loved that song as a kid because I loved that movie as a kid. And still as an adult. I don't know why I classified that as a kid. That movie's fantastic. If you haven't seen Princess Diaries, you should watch it. Both of them. We're getting a new one soon. Oh my god, I'm so excited that we're getting a new one. God, I grew up on those movies. They were fantastic. Okay, our risers are in. And once again, this... Okay. So I know where this goes. And I know where it fell out from. Okay, we're gonna see if I can, like, slot this in now. Okay. This piece keeps falling out, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, it's either gonna go in or it's not, and I no longer care. Because it's, okay, it's an inside piece that does not matter. Okay. And it wasn't even, like, structurally supporting anything. My god, that's so annoying. Oh god, my desk is a mess. With all these pop-out bits. Oh, sorry. Oh, I see it. It was right after the and Bonnie, so I saw Bonnie and then I saw Bonnie again, and I just thought it was talking about the same thing. I like Jewelry Bonnie. I know what you're referring to if you're caught up in the anime and the manga. You're referring to the recent stuff, you know, with Anne Bonnie. With Jewelry Bonnie. I like Bonnie. I think that her storyline is fantastic, and I think that the reasoning is sound. Like, it makes sense. I really like it. I think that they did a wonderful job with that as well in the animation stage. Genuinely. Okay. 8 pieces. 5 and 6. I know how big these pieces are going to have to be, so I know they're not on any of these smaller boards. Are they not? Oh, okay, there we go. Getting to the fun boards, guys. But not the fun pieces on the fun boards. Okay, this piece is really annoying me at this point. I'm just going to fold that over. It, like, is not coming out the way it needs to be for a clean. But yeah, I like Jewelry Bonnie. I like what they've done with her. I like what's happening. I think it is thematic and appropriate and very heart-wrenching. But Big fan. Big fan. We're 14 and 15. Are these 14 and 15? No. There we go. 14 and 15. On the pages I was furthest away from. I should have guessed since they had the same pattern. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about like the whole Bonnie thing that's been going like on and off, but like I don't understand why. Like it makes sense, you know? Personally. And maybe other people disagree. I think they shouldn't because it makes sense to me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a thing, you know. I don't think it really matters where oh, it does matter. It does matter a little. It matters a little bit. Ooh. Oh, the print is matched. Okay. So I need to match print and pattern. Okay. So these should go like this. Okay. All right. We're going to try to weasel this in. Oh, nope. That's incorrect. That is incorrect. Oh, no. Okay, so let's try this way. Oh, okay. All right. Is that a correct? That looks correct. Yeah? No. Okay. Alright, that's not incredibly helpful. Okay. Maybe it would help to turn this in the same direction that they're looking at so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this, oh wow. That was not what I was expecting in terms of curvature. Okay. How far am I pushing these down? I guess I'm... Okay. Alright. I was incorrect about where these went. It's okay. It's working now. Once you get one in place, they are exactly the same outside of that, so you just have to get the one. Yeah, okay. Because this is working to an extent. I just have to get the right angle. There we go. Okay. All right. Man, I was really stumped there for a second because the pattern isn't identical, actually. It's just ever so slightly differs from one to the other because of the way that the joins meet up. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. People are just butthurt that they were simping over a child. And like, here's the other thing. They technically shouldn't be butthurt about it because a lot of those people are simping about it because it was sort of not revealed. Like, it wasn't revealed until more recently. You know, like, it's like, look, when you started simping for Jewelry Bonnie, you had no way of knowing that she was a child. So it's like, just accept it and move on. Anyways, sorry, there was a spoiler there. I am so sorry. I was just getting very, you know, very up in arms. All right. Okay. I need my next 2 big circle pieces. I have a feeling that they're over here. Because if I turn this... Yep, that's arena seating. Yeah, stairs in anime, how is this a surprise, is an actually pretty apt commentary about it. Okay. Oh, this is the the really narrow one. Oh, and the bigger one. Okay, so both. I need all of this punched out. Oh, don't do that to me. You have to punch out. You can't just... The one issue with punch boards is when you get to the point where you're like punching out like massive amounts of stuff and the punch board itself just starts coming apart, is really, really frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, people are butthurt because they want to be butthurt. I think it's a great story choice. And I think it makes for a very impactful character. And oh my god, the emotions. I can't wait till Knick-Knack gets there. Knick-Knack's currently reading the One Piece for me, and I am very grateful because it is an interesting place he is at. Alright, let's punch these. Let's punch these from the other side so we can enjoy the seating. And that way I make sure I'm not punching anything I shouldn't be. Oh, don't put that close to a... Well... Okay, so there's one. I mean, the thing is, a lot... yeah, I think so, yeah. But, like, a lot of anime characters are high schoolers. And technically, that is underage. Like, not technically. That is underage, you know? Like, oh no. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. And a little paper rip. That's the other problem with the punch sets. Sometimes you get, like, paper rips if you're not careful. On the really small bits that you're pulling out. I'm just like, damn it. Like, you did not punch this appropriately if I am ripping paper. Yeah, it's like, that's just something that you need to reconcile with, like, yourself and your morals and stuff if you're gonna simp for a high schooler. You know? This is why we read fanfiction about characters who are aged up. And not the same age as they are in anime and manga. This is the #1 reason for fanfiction. Oh. Kinda gonna... See, they gave me this, like, wide end, but it's like, it's too wide for some of the punches, which is so stupid. Yeah. 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 You gotta love to hate anime and sort of ages and stuff. Okay. Let's pre-bend so that we don't get any issues sinking this into place. Oh, God. Jesus. Let me check my phone real quick, guys. Oh, because I have messages. Nothing important. Love that. Okay. Okay. I love how my friend wants to send me reels on Instagram. I never check Instagram. I don't go on. I have an Instagram. I used to be an Instagram person. I am not an Instagram person anymore. Alright, so these are going to go here. I don't think it matters which one we put on which side. They should, in theory, both work. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to get in. Okay, so maybe we start with the inner. Okay. Because like, I have a feeling that going one by one is not going to work fantastically well. Oh. That was one off. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense why it wasn't working if I was one off. Oh, buddy. Buddy! Okay, so you don't go there. Okay, you go there. Alright. Gonna have a discussion with this set over where things slot in. My god. I've got some issues here. If you're gonna make the pieces look exactly the same, then you need to make the connections exactly the same. This is not fair to me. That's why I really like the college series is when I get shown them, you know? That's why Wotakoi was so refreshing. College and work life stuff is just so refreshing in comparison. Because I'm just like, I don't want to read about a bunch of 14-year-olds. I would like to read about 24-year-olds. Thank you very much. Where are my 24-year-olds? Okay. All right. We are at 2 levels of our Coliseum. And it looks very good, actually, right now. So I'm very, very happy with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right. It does actually want me to put these upper bits on next, which is interesting, because I'm putting them on without supports at the moment. Oh, because they don't have supports. All right, I get it. I get it. I see. Yeah. The reason why people are getting mad about Bonnie is because this is not like this is not a high schooler. This is a child. This is a child. And to be fair, they did kind of, like, granted, Bonnie does have, like, a very particular look when she premieres, you know? I mean, but, like, I don't know. I've never really considered Bonnie like a sexual character. I don't know. She's so focused on, like, eating and stuff that I don't really look at Bonnie and go, sex appeal, you know? Maybe that's just me. I'm a lady. That's why. We all know it's because I'm a lady. I just don't appreciate the same way that apparently some men do. Although I do love a woman who knows how to eat. Like, we do love that. Like, you know, go off, queen. Get your meal. Okay, and last one. Okay, there we go. There's our 3rd row of seating. And then I think we get the big fun pieces. Or not yet. Not yet. Nope, not the big fun pieces yet. These are the big fun pieces, but those are the outsides. I believe we get these pieces next. Yeah, 11, 12, 10, 13, 14. Yep. Oh my god. What is happening here? Okay. I was like, I cannot get this out. Yeah. And to be fair, the way she dresses is also, like, you know, kind of bait for people to kind of waifu her. Not bait in a bad way, just like I get why. You know? Okay. Like, regrettably, I understand. Okay. Alright, I have a lot to punch out. And these ones I'm going to clean off because I don't know how exactly this is going to want to be displayed. Kind of... Because there... Okay, so there are actually print on both sides of this. I'm presuming that it's going to be like this. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be like this. Oh my god. Paper Poppet ASMR. That's what this is. Jesus. So many things to pump out. Oh, there's a... Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I get it. I get it. And to be fair, that, like, here's the thing. That's how she was introduced. If you're gonna, like, don't get mad about the fact that you liked her because she was designed to be liked. Just realize that she's a child and move on, you know? I don't know. That seems very simple to me, but maybe I am just a simple person. Perhaps I am, you know, more logical than others in some way or another. Perhaps I also just don't have that much of an input into those kind of things. Yeah. I don't know. I've just stopped really caring what other people get upset over for the most part. Like, if other people are getting upset about something, that's, you know, up to them. I don't necessarily want to make myself upset over something that's not making me upset. You know? I also think people just care too much about what other people think. No one's gonna, like, be like, oh, that jewelry Bonnie art that you drew that was sexualized from, like, 8 years ago. Yeah, that thing, oh, I just realized that my camera is now completely in my face. All right, I'll just kind of shift this way slightly. Nobody is gonna look at the art that you drew, like, 8 years ago, right? And be like, oh my god, like, you're standing like a little child, right? Like, or at least nobody should, right? Like, in theory, like, we should all be aware of the fact that obviously, you know, 8 or 9 years ago when she was introduced, of course people were going to do that, you know? Like, it's actually incredibly expected, you know? Like, so you can't really judge other people for doing that, personally. At least I don't think. And I'm sure some people will, but, you know, unless you can read Oda's mind, I can't see how you would have predicted this as a story beat. I know, it's the internet, and the internet is awful, and people are terrible. Maybe I wish I could give people the benefit of the doubt, though, you know? Like, I feel bad thinking the worst of everyone on the internet sometimes, because I'm like, I'm not the worst. So, like, I feel bad thinking other people are the worst. Like, do I have a right to be that judgmental? But it's the internet. Of course I have a right to be judgmental. It's, you know, because I'm not expressing that. I'm not going online and flaming other people, you know? Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't, I wouldn't put it past Oda to have some level, because like I think it's been pretty well established that Oda is a long-term planner here. You know what I mean? So like I don't necessarily agree with that. Um since I can't really say probably like when he kind of elected story beats at certain points, but I don't trust that he didn't always have a plan. I don't necessarily trust that assumption anymore. Not after everything I've heard about that man's planning, you know? Okay. Do not put punch-outs on a fault line, because then I have to be extra careful when punching. Oh my god. This is just punch-out ASMR. Oh, yep. That's why we don't put them too close to edges. Okay. Alright, we didn't bend too far. I still have one that didn't get punched fully. There we go. It's just gonna make my life easier to do the punching in advance like this. Okay. So I do actually have numbers on the insides of these, and actually I know my orientations, I think. So, all right. This piece is getting 10. Yeah, 10. And this has not been punched fully, so let me just... You thought we were done with punching? No, 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 no. We have so much more. I did watch One Piece Film Red. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it. I actually, so Nick Nack and I went to see One Piece Film Red together, and we were the only 2 people in the theater for it, so we got to just chill, hang out, talk, comment. Oh my god, it was fantastic. Great experience. Because I like talking about movies I'm watching, especially when I'm watching them, because otherwise I feel like sometimes I forget my thoughts. When I have like very specific thoughts, so I like it when I can be like alone in a theater. I've only had that happen with like a few movies ever, but it's always been a fun experience to go with friends and be in a theater alone and just able to discuss the movie while we're watching it, you know, like live streaming our thoughts to live speaking our thoughts to each other. I love it. Okay, where'd I put 10? Then I immediately put 10 on the very bottom, so I couldn't find it when I needed it. Okay. Aha. There's how we're connecting. So 11 is going to overlap with 10, which is going to help us hold this extra bottom piece to the rest of the Colosseum. Awesome. And 11 is going to overlap on this side specifically. Oh, I liked Uda. I thought she was fun. I don't really mind adding like canon like that in the form of movies. Nick Nack was a little confused, but honestly, I actually think Film Red's pretty understandable, even for someone who's not like 100% up on One Piece. Because like he knew who Shanks was, he knew who Luffy was. I mean, there's a few crew members he hadn't met yet, but I don't think it bothered him too much. Like just on a general basis, you know. Okay, I'm sort of struggling to get that to go through a little bit. Alright, it's not a very firm hold, I will admit that. It's a little frustrating. So we'll just have to be very careful with that. 13's on the other side. Unfortunately, 13 doesn't also connect. I would have maybe connected both sides if I had been designing this set. Just because now 12 is kind of, you know, I'm just going to leave it flopping free for a bit while I focus on getting the other pieces into their slots, and then we'll come back to reinstall that. Well, I don't know. I think it's fine that they end a character like that, contextually. I think it's fine. Okay, alright. I've got the inner inner wall, inner big wall, is attached for the most part, with the exception of this one that does not want to stay. It's also just too loose. Okay, yeah, that's the bigger problem. It's too loose. Okay. Alright, it's hard to lift at this point, but we do have a third level of seating. And our back walls. Okay. Alright. Alright. I think I know the pieces we need now. And they are these ones, if I am correct. I don't think they are. So it's 71. What? Okay, they are not. They're numbered though, so I can find the numbers. Okay, these pieces are done except for the little figures, so I'm actually going to move them over here. I know you guys are the outsides, and you're done except for the outside. So we're just gonna make a pile of stuff where we know there's only like one step left to get off of it. Oh, okay. Here we go. It's these. Oh, okay. I think, and these. And these. Not anything on those, though. Okay. Alright, 149. Okay. Right, let's start punching these. Because I basically need all of these. So these are stability pieces. They're what's going to hold kind of the front of the Colosseum to the inside and keep it, like, stable so it's not just two separate lines of foam. Well, you can't have Law fix absolutely everything. If Law is able to fix everything, it sort of invalidates the presence of anything bad, you know? And then directs the blame onto him when something bad happens. It's a really good thing I chose to pop out all of those pop bits early. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Was this in an SBS corner? I don't necessarily, I don't always remember what he says in those, unless it's like a big thing. Sometimes I just forget. Or was it like in an interview or something? Because I would assume that's the sort of thing he normally puts in SBS corners. Okay. Yeah, so this is where our base is actually going to sink in on this big square. I can see the perforated bits. Okay. This is not hard. This is just tedious. I'm gonna be very honest. This puzzle. I'm not upset that I got the Governor's Edition so I could get the puzzle, but boy, this is just kind of very tedious. Yeah, one of Zoro's swords eating a dragon fruit seems more apropos. Like, that just seems more accurate to me. Zoro's not the kind of person to eat a devil fruit, but I can see him picking up a sword that has and just being like, this sword, this has a personality. It's fine. It's not like his swords don't already have personality. You know what I mean? Like, his swords are already personable. I definitely needed a bigger workspace for this puzzle, I think, was my biggest complaint. Is if I had realized that it was going to be quite so space intensive in terms of just like where the pieces need to sit. Okay. All right. I've got a bunch of pieces. Now I need to start putting them in where they need to go. So this is going to be really annoying. Hopefully they overlap some of these to hold in this piece that's kind of on the bottom, because otherwise that's going to be very inconvenient. All right. This is 70. Alright, the bottom ones are like the 111s, I think. Yeah, I definitely want the bottom row to go in first, so we just need to find them. So that's 111, 126, 112. Okay, so I have 125, 126, 111, and is it you? 112. Okay. So 111, 112. All right, 111 is going to go here. Okay, so 111 will also bring pieces to go. Oh, is that 111? That is 111. You know what? There's punches. This is not incredibly convenient. Nope. Where's my... There. I have no clue. Sanji, swim fruit. But okay, pocket fruit makes sense. Swim fruit. What the fuck? That seems odd. That's definitely a choice. I don't know if I'd agree, but I mean he's Oda, so can't really not agree, you know? That's my fourth piece. There we go. I don't know why there's punch bits here, but okay. Okay. I will trust you. I will trust you instructions. Alright, 111. Okay, so 111 starts here. That's where I was wrong. I just had it at the wrong angle. There we go. Oh, God bless. Alright, now, are you 126? You're 126. Alright, here's our fix for the bottom piece not really wanting to connect properly. Yay! We finally have better grip on it, thank God. Okay. Alright, it's 112. Okay, 125 is going to go on this side. No? 112? 112? Yeah, 112. Okay. Oh. What? Oh. You're just the simplest solution, and you just ignore it because you're like, I know better. I don't know better. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. Okay. Alright, our first set of supports in. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It makes sense that SBS happened before Jinbei joined. I would assume it's probably slightly different now. Because we have Jinbei. Oh my God. This is such a mess. Okay. Alright, the next 156, 130. 139. 48. 55. 49. I'm in number hell. Alright. I am in number hell. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Nope. Nope. It's gotta be the other way around. Okay. Oh, this is really pulling it all together. Okay. Like, if we thought any pieces were loose, that's being solved by these supports. There we go. All the pieces we're putting in now are kind of like structural supports, which is good. because we don't really have cosmetics at the moment. All right. There we go. Perfect. You know when you just like hit a stride with something? I've hit that point, I think, with this set. Like, it's making sense. Everything. Yeah, a fishman eating a devil fruit seems useless. That's why they have like Namor on Whitebeard's crew, right? Like the fishman is there to fish the devil fruit users out of the water, not to eat a devil fruit himself. That's what Namor is there for. That's what Jinbei is. I mean, they have other uses to the crew, but you know, yeah, you know, it makes sense. Okay. Oh, this is very firmly together now. Okay. Alright, now I have these, which are actually going to go into the top. Alright, 71. There we go. And this is going to be the support for the top edge. And then they've actually left a gap so that you can kind of see the, there we go. What anime are you guys talking about? I'm not always up to date on the most current stuff, so I have no clue what you're talking about. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, now we get the fun parts! Guys, we are going to be putting on the walls of the Colosseum. If I could get these to remove themselves from the punch without destroying. Oh my god, there's so much I have to punch out on these. We are going to be in hell for a little bit, you know? I'm actually just going to carve it this way. Make my life easier. Because there's nothing left on these pieces except for the Colosseum walls. Why? Why did you have to put an edge? Okay, I gotta make a trash pile now. Okay. Fruit, huh? Yeah, I have no clue. I don't really... I don't really hear about things until they get like a little bit more popular these days, unless I'm specifically searching for something, which I feel bad about, but also at the same time, I just don't have as much time to follow like the constant new anime coming out anymore. Not with the channel, you know? It's just become something that we don't typically have time to do beyond just kind of look, oh, that's what's coming out, like, you know? Which is unfortunate. I think it really is something to kind of regret. Because I feel like I used to be much more tapped into, like, new animes coming out, like, what I was interested in watching, and now I'm just like, I don't have time. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. We are going to punch before we install because I do not want to be punching this afterwards. That is something I do not want to be doing. But like Fruit Divat, that's such a One Piece name, you know? Okay. 90 plus. Oh, is that the current event, the Gurugura Super Goryaku something? My God. Oh, Jesus. At what points? At what points? Does it become too many things to have to pop out? Okay. Just so I'm not going to show you after I do another one, but I'll show you after I've done this one. So these are the outer walls. They're very detailed. I appreciate that. Thank God they didn't print the punch pieces so I know where I'm aiming, because the rest is like so intricately printed. Like bricks, stones, patterns. There you go. Right. 2 down. Oh, look, an entrance. Did I just miss the entrance in the other one? No. Okay, so 2 of these are separate, and they have entrances. I can see the little entrance bit, which is separate from the rest of the print of the piece. Oh. Hang on. I forgot to punch the top, where it's going to connect to the upper support level. Yikes. Looks like the upper level missions are something I am glad I am not doing. Because that all sounds very technical to me. Like, very, very technical. And I still don't really have any farming setups. I mean, I'm sure I could, like, make one at this point. I probably have enough servants for it, but... Oh, what the hell? I don't want to punch that out. Wait, I don't want to punch that out. That looks cool. There's a little statue here in this one. I'm not punching that. I don't think I'm supposed to. I don't think I am. I'm not going to do it. Makes me wonder if I was actually supposed to punch out the black exit. But it's just a black square. I think it'll be fine. It's the statues. I don't really want to punch them out. But like they're notated as punches, so I don't know. That's frustrating. Yeah. Wish I had some more, like, information on whether or not I'm supposed to. Is there maybe, like, a note later on? No. Okay, the image looks like I don't, so... But, to be honest, if you're not supposed to punch it, don't do the punch around it. Like, this has been cut out like they're supposed to be punched. What the hell? The image does not look like it's been punched, though. Oh. I knew about Jufu Castoria. Okay, alright. So I'm torn because, like, I think maybe I'd like jank this. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pop it back in. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop that back in because I want to keep that. Okay. Alright. Now, we actually have to punch a bunch more out of the bottom of the Coliseum. It's fine. We'll just do it all right now. Kinda. Anytime we see a punch mark, we'll just poke it through. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. This is... You know, like how some puzzles and things you do are just, like, time-consuming at a certain point? Like, I have very few pieces left. This is just time-consuming now. Okay. Alright, I'll go take a look at it in a second, because I'm going to need a break. Because this is... I've hit the point where my brain is just, like, melting from poking stuff out. Okay. I don't really care about clearing it. Okay. Alright, let me go take a look at what you sent. Huh. I don't know if that's necessarily One Piece based. I actually think that this seems similar to a couple of other isekais I've seen. I wouldn't be surprised if it has like a One Piece inspiration, but I've actually seen isekais more similar to this that are more on that sort of mood. Okay. All right. So it always has me building from this orientation. Okay. So this is 4. So 4 is going to go on that side. 2 is my number here. Ah. Oh boy. This is not going to be easy to match up all of these little bits. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm leaving those in. Okay. Put 1 specifically. Okay. Guys, we're almost at a Colosseum that looks like a Colosseum. From the outside. We're there. We're getting there. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, guys, we have a Colosseum! And it looks like a Colosseum! Oh, it looks like it! And there's even distinct little entrances. Let me see my OBS so I can track myself. So you can, it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually distinct little entrances right here on both sides. Oh, right. Now we got to finish the base. Okay. Alright. So we actually have to just put this aside for the moment. The thing is, I don't really have a place to put this. I'm kind of trying to brush off the bottom. Okay. Alright. Because we're building the base now, which is separate. So let's just stick this over here, actually. And we're going to get those big base pieces. Like this. Which, I mean, once again, maybe don't put it on fold lines, but that's just me. Okay, there's part of it. You're empty. You are not. Okay. No roof tarps. So we're actually building like a rectangular base for it to sit on, like the square outside of it, basically. Like roof tarps would unfortunately obscure the view into it from the piece that we have. Okay, this is trash. I need these. And if I have both of these. Okay, so I still need this. This is just trees. For the outside, I am missing a piece. Oh, there it is. There's the piece I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, so this is our, like, big base piece to make the square outside. Yeah, the Flavians would be proud. Good. I am a fan of the Flavians. I want to make them proud. Here's the other half. I'm just gonna pop this out in huge chunks. There we go. Okay. Alright, so. More punches. These ones are like annoying. Okay. And then that happens when you're not careful and you try to move too fast. You bend pieces where they should not bend. And because they're foam, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to be very careful not to do it. Okay, so that's out. Ah. But this is where these pieces go. They're gonna hold up some stuff on top and hopefully help stabilize, because there is not a lot to these sections to be stabilized, which is important. Yeah. I don't know exactly which of these pieces is 100% the base, so I do need to clean off the bottoms so it sits flat. So I need to be a little bit more delicate with punching the pieces. There we go. Okay. The end is in sight, and because of that, I'm kind of getting impatient, but I need to be careful. Okay. All right. While I'm here, let's just... get ready. Oh, so get to pre-bend the pieces that need to be able to bend so that they don't refuse to bend later. And then these are actually going to be trees, so it's accounted for putting trees down on the base, so it doesn't look just so bare. Okay, so that's one section of that done. Another, and we've got one more. Yeah. I imagine that this is how like a lot of book nooks are built too, and I've always kind of wanted to build book nooks, but I've just never done it because I just kind of can't justify the space for a book nook. Like, having space for a book nook means you have space on your shelves where your books aren't. I don't really have that, as you guys have seen through the photos I've sent, or the photo I sent, and what you see in my backgrounds. I don't really have space where books aren't. So I've never really done book nooks, even though I'd like to. But I imagine that they're kind of like this, a lot of them. And that does not really engender me to want to build them, per se. These are fine to build, like, it's fine, but they're not my favorite type of puzzle. Every year, my mom and I do, like, a 1,000-piece puzzle at Christmas. We usually do 2. So that's kind of our kind of puzzles. Yeah. Alright. So here's our base. We're going to kind of move my headphone cord so it's not getting in the way. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're crimping and folding and pushing and... Oh my goodness. This is hard to do on a large scale like this. Because I kind of got to match up all the... There we go. Alright, now we'll kind of push it all together so it's firmly grasping itself. Make sure all the pieces... Okay, this is 1/2 of the base. Oh, I missed 2 punches. That's okay. I could probably just do them with my nail if I'm careful. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's probably still classified as protected land. But also, I mean, that's their right. I mean, it's their land. They can build what they want there, you know? We should not have been able to dictate before, and we should not dictate now. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. There. Why do you hate me? You stupid base piece. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do the base like this because it's a little easier to try to do it this way. There we go. Crimp that extra. Okay. Alright. Buddy, keep nope, keep entered. No! Oh, that middle one is killing me. Okay. As someone who has actually like a pretty large amount of reservation casinos in the general area where I, you know, within commute distance of where I live, I mean, you know, I can't really judge. I think I've got like 4 within driving distance. I mean, given value of driving distance, one's like 2 hours away. But you know, general driving distance. Okay, alright. This is our base! Okay. Alright, I think, if I'm correct now, I just get to put the Coliseum down on it. Yeah, there's still some bits I need to install, but for now... Oh, this is gonna be... not fun. Okay. Oh, there's so many tabs to try to... Alright, come on. Possibly. Oh boy. Okay, this is just gonna be not the most fun activity. Like, part of this build is trying to get all these lined up and... Ha ha ha! See, because that's what happens. You put like 2 of them in, and then the next one... Okay, I think I have to go like one way. Okay. Alright. It's just taking a second. We can get this. We have patience. I promise. Oh no, you're too far forward. Okay. I have patience. I have the ability to sit here and do this without ripping it to shreds. I swear. Okay. Let's come back to this side. Kind of. This is where you would be, if you had placed like anything significantly wrong, you would find out with a vengeance at this part of the construction, and it would be infuriating. You know? Because in theory, you could take this all back apart again. You just would not want to. Like, emphatically would not want to. Okay, come on. Alright. Okay. Alright. Now, I do have... Besides... Okay, let me pop out all of my trees so I can just ditch these frames. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's the trees have a pattern to them that I can tell even without the numbers. Good for him. If that's what he wants to do with his money, good for him. I bet it tasted delicious if he was into wine. I'm not. Your vintages don't really matter to me a whole lot. I am not a wine girly. I don't think I ever will be, or at least I'm not going to be for the foreseeable future. Maybe when I'm older and I can appreciate it more, as they say. These are my entrance girders, so I do need to take them out. Yeah, I mean, look, rich people should do fun things with their money. Tasting wine from 1728, that's a fun thing to do with your money. Do it. Go for it. That is a firm opinion on my end. Rich people should do fun things. Okay, come on. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing because I'm keeping it to my chest for control, but I'm just popping out all these trees because they're going to decorate the outside of our Colosseum. Okay, I think that's all of my trees. Yep, that is all of my trees. Oh, this is diabolical. They should have had us put these parts on sooner. Oh my god. Okay, there's tiny little staircases at the entrance. Oh, but they're so hard to get on. Okay, let me pre-bend all these pieces. Okay. All right. Gonna have to go one by one and get these angled and then pushed in. Oh my god. Come on. No, no, no. We need, oh, you had the wrong angle, friend. Okay. All right. That's fine. I'm not fighting that anymore. I don't want to fuck it up. Sometimes with these like paper style folding puzzles, I think the designers didn't really actually consider like the order of the pieces that they tell you to put in, because I am currently actually struggling with this piece that they want me to put around all four sides. Like, it's that simple, and it's not. And as a result, it's not really going to look particularly great, because I just can't get the angle that I need for it. Should have been put on earlier, honestly. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, as the person building it. should have been put on earlier. Because otherwise, you struggle, like I am, to kind of get the angle on it. Okay, and then... Alright, okay. So we added staircases on all of the 4 sides just now. They've got like a little stair print on the top edge that actually lead in, like right above the Anno branding. So, once we get the trees in, we are actually done. Now, the trees have a pattern, so big one in the middle. I probably need to sort these by size, yeah. That way I know. Okay, so big one in the middle. Mediums on either side of it. And then little ones. All right. The decoration step is always the easiest. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Fantastic. They're not very supported, so you do have to be careful with the trees. I think you'd want to be very careful not to like knock them into anything or like hit them, because they will just bend, unfortunately. I know these types of puzzles, they will just bend. And then our final side. Now, the one question I have is I've also been given like... I've been given a bunch of like figures, which are the patricians, but I don't necessarily have a place for them to go, like nestle in or anything, you know? So I'm a little curious about that. Where my patricians might go. Okay. Alright. So that is that for the actual Colosseum, and then... Okay, so... I mean, in theory, are there slots anywhere? Yeah. Is there maybe like... maybe it's that you could do like either or. You could put the trees or the people? I'll take a look at the box and see where they're trying to insinuate that oh, mother... We skipped a step! No! Oh, I see it! I see where it is! Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need you to know it was right in the middle of this page where we're putting in all of those like support surroundings on top of the bottom one. I was supposed to put all the patricians in. I could maybe. I physically don't think I can get them in there now. I would have to take apart a significant chunk of this to be able to see them. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'd have to... Yeah, I don't think I can... Okay. Alright. All right. I think what is going to happen, is I'm going to keep them separately, right? I'm going to put them separately in a bag or a bin somewhere. And in the future, I might go back in and add them. But here, I'll show you where they're meant to be, because in theory you should... Okay, so do you see how there is like one statue right here in this spot? So every like 4 of these, in theory, one is supposed to nestle right inside there and just be barely visible because they're kind of also in darkness. Like I don't... This is not gonna clarify, but yeah, but they're so small. I couldn't even see them in the image when I was looking at it at first, so I am not concerned. I'm going to tell myself that I am not concerned. Yeah, no patricians, space for the plebeians. Revolution! That's what it's going to be. It's going to be revolution! I'm just going to put them right back into the box, though, to make sure that I don't lose them. And that's going to be a later Sekhie problem, you know? Like, maybe a Sekhie problem when she feels like tearing half of this Colosseum apart and rebuilding, you know? Which is not today. Oh, I hate these. I hate these puzzles. I was like, I don't mind these puzzles. I really hate them. I really, truly hate these type of puzzles. This is why, by the way. This sort of shit happens more than you think in these kind of puzzles. Just kind of gonna slide shit back in. Cram crap back in. I'm done. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I can't believe you did this to me. Betrayed by my own puzzle. And it was my own fault. I just looked at the wrong... I was so in a groove. I was too much in a groove. That's what happened. I was too much in a groove. Too much of a groove. Okay. Alright. Got some space now. Let me just go ahead and make sure I've got all the bits. I don't want my cats eating them, so I'll pick them up. I surprisingly didn't dump that many on the floor, which is impressive, to be honest. Okay, I'll only drop those. And then one on my footstool. Alright. Now, the waste product of this is prodigious. So, we all know what has to happen, right? Buggy versus Luffy! Okay, let me swap you guys off of hand cam to regular cam. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... I can show it off properly. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, here we have the Anno 117 Pax Romana Colosseum, complete with the tree decorations. Our staircase is in, and inside we've got like the Roman awning for the Imperial section, as well as the entrances and all of the seating around. The inside is detailed with columns. It's got statues and different kind of architecture bits dependent on the pieces. It's actually a pretty decent sized Colosseum set. I mean, you know, it's pretty large, but it's also very light because it's made entirely out of foam board, which means it is also very delicate, and I will probably be putting this up somewhere where the cats cannot get to it. On the other hand, the other things we completed today was Buggy, who's just kind of chilling here with his hair and everything. He looks both sad and hilarious. I love him. He's definitely my favorite of the two. And Luffy with his scar and his little hat and his outfit and everything. He's actually so cute. Like, genuinely. Buggy's definitely cuter, though. Full admittance, Buggy is cuter. And I now have a pile of trash to clean up. So, that was our 2 builds for the day. Well, 3, but I'm going to count that as 2 because I was going to do both of the Legos regardless, pretty much, of the amount of time it took me. I'm glad. You know what? I will probably end up maybe even putting the Coliseum like right back here where we can see it properly in the backgrounds of videos if I can manage to find some space there. So that was a lot of fun, guys. But I think with that being said, we are done with this stream for today. So we're just kind of wrapping up a few little bits and odds and ends. Some of you may have seen that I was supposed to have... Yeah, they did add the lighter bits, the cuffs, I think, for the cuffing. I was supposed to have a stream in like 2 hours on FGO, but since Nick Nack kindly let me take over his Monday night stream, I actually did what I wanted to do on FGO, so I will not be back in a couple of hours. So you will not see me in a couple of hours. I will, in fact, be relaxing at home watching the new season of Call the Midwife with my mother. No more streams for the rest of the week, I don't think. And we will see you guys back next week. See ya.